Guys, what's going on? Somebody up, so back once again with yet another video. What we're doing today is that we're in the train again. All right, we're waiting for the train to come through. We're on our way somewhere. We're gonna go uptown. But I wanted to talk to you guys about trying to maximize your value as an individual male, especially living in these gynocentric societies. You'll sort of get, like in V for Vendetta, you'll sort of get punished if you speak out against, or you even have an identifying opinion about the gynocentric existence, right? The existence of this whole thing. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna get into it right now. In many ways, of course, I spoke about this earlier. It's on the other side. I spoke about this earlier where, let's go, I think that's ours. I spoke about this earlier in an earlier video where we have to learn another language. That's number one. That's one of the most important. Seriously, if we're not trying to learn another language, as a person that's living in like these Western societies, you know, like the United States, Canada, Western Europe, Australia, then you're really just wasting your time. I'm just telling you that right now. You're just allowing whatever's gonna happen to you to happen to you. Like, for example, I already know Spanish, so yo puedo hablar español, más o menos bien. I'm also learning Russian. What? You're learning Russian? What the heck? Привет, как дела, как вы? I know that. Hey, хорошо. You know Russian too. Let's go. I'm trying. I started practicing 2 weeks ago. I know привет only, and like the days of the week.
Spokojnej nocy, form of saying good night.
Dobry voce.
Dobry večer is like afternoon. Dobry utro, morning.
Do you speak Russian too?
Немножко.
Okay, that's a little. Wow. And I know the days of the week too.
Oh, I don't know the days of the week.
It's like понедельник, вторник, среда, четверг, пятница.
I'm a Google study. So
Yeah.
I talk English, I say, oh, Gary, Russian.
Russian, so you can learn it.
I'm trying, yeah.
That's impressive, man. I'm trying to get on your level. I want to know the practical stuff. Like, I know like how to eat. Let me see.
Look, I'm 7 years old, so you'll be there soon.
Yeah, like 40 years younger. Right, so this is Bergen. Yeah, it seems like Russian is just common in this place too. We're just finally catching up. Yeah, хочу есть, полю something. But we're getting there. But anyway, my point is you got to learn another language, or at least get into the practice of trying to learn another language, especially to maximize your value as a man in this Western society, for sure. If you just know English, like, you know, the UK, these guys are very, yeah, peace. That's Vidania. Yeah. Spasiba. That's thank you. Spasiba. Thank you. I'm trying. Thank you. That means like I would like to eat, please. The thing is, if you're not learning another language, it's like you're not really trying to expand or learn other cultures. As a person that speaks one language, it's the same thing if you only knew Russian and then didn't want to learn other languages. It's like you're only going to be tapped into a certain type of knowledge and frequency and experiences, because that's all gonna lie within the Russian dialect. Hello. So it's the same with Spanish. Like, that's why I learned Spanish. Well, Spanish came accidentally, as you guys know. I'm telling you, learn another language as a man. We already know that. Number two, most important, very important, right? As Jackie's uncle would say in Jackie Chan Adventures, we have to get some exercise regime down pat immediately. Exercise, and not only exercise, a diet. Those are interchangeable. I think we got to get off at this stop and change to the 4. Let me see. No mames. All right, I think we got to get it. So, like I said, right? Diet, exercise. Me, bless you, salud. I like to, I'm a big fan of the gym. Huge fan, you guys already know. Before that, I was doing kickboxing for a while. We're gonna get back into martial arts, but that's a topic for another video. I love the gym. I just came from the gym today. We did leg day. We were going in, we went up to 405-pound barbell squats. Stop playing, no mames, right? I'm not saying you guys need to go that crazy necessarily, but I'm saying that you need some sort of exercise routine. Oh, here we go. Seriously, you need to go out. If you're not very fond of going to public gyms, maybe you're claustrophobic for some odd reason, go outside, do some calisthenics. You can do the pull-ups, learn how to do pull-ups. It's pretty difficult to do those, or to learn those, especially if you're not used to them. It requires some practice. Let me see if I can find a seat. Oh, go on this side. Calisthenics are a little difficult to get into, but calisthenics is generally just anything that's body weight exercise, right? So do that. Do some push-ups, do some planks, right, which is just holding the push-up position. Do some sit-ups, do some crunches. Burpees are really good. It's cardio intense workout. Exercise, sorry. It's cardio-based exercise, but try those. Also, what's even more important, or as tantamount to the entire physical regime Change is the diet. Dead serious. I say this all the time. We're in Estados Unidos, United States. Our diet is probably the worst out of any country in the world. I think we're number 11 or 12 and we're behind. We're right there with the UK in terms of how bad our diets are or how bad the food is. And then the ones that take in the cake, so to speak, of course, are the Micronesian islands that the U.S. inadvertently influenced with their proliferation of fast food restaurants over there. That's a topic for another video, of course, but I'm telling you, get your diets in check. I'm on my way to get some ginger. We're gonna get some fruits, watermelon, grapes, avocado, and mangoes. I'm telling you, these are all very good. We need to get into the diets right now. I know we got some people out there, they're like obsessed with being vegan or vegetarian, thinking that's gonna be healthy. Make them more healthy for some reason or another. Do your research. I'm not anti this or that, but I'm just saying I'm a what they call it, omnivore. I eat it all. Pause. My output in the gym has been really good. I haven't been feeling lethargy or anything. You eat foods that are healthy for your brain, so you could learn new languages, you know, and you could learn new concepts even in your old age. I'm 33. I'm old. I'm out of the game. If you eat really good foods, you have a good exercise regime, I'm telling you, you are going to be able to surprise yourself with your uncanny ability of learning new things. Diet, exercise, also control over your sexual discipline. We've heard a lot in the past. We had like Alexander the Great, he was wilding. We had Genghis Khan, he was wilding. One of the Louis, right, one of the French kings, right, they were wilding too. We have all these examples in history of licentious men, and of course that behavior is validated because they had power, worldly power. I don't think that's a good thing at all. I'm telling you, a sexually undisciplined man leads to the situation that's going on right now. The increased, exaggerated, outrageous, stratospheric standards of interpersonal, intimate relationships between the two sexes that we have right now. I'm telling you, it's wild. And it's because we were sexually undisciplined. It's even worse now. I think the adult film industry has gotten to such a degree that it's even pouring into like the surface level social media applications that we use on a day-to-day. Facebook peddles this kind of filth. Instagram peddles this kind of stuff too. Twitter, all that stuff, man. It's crazy. If you are a man, right, that controls his sexual nature and urges, right, which, by the way, those sexual urges are artificially influenced by external factors that are done on purpose to churn that urge in order for you to lack focus and lack concentration on the things that are truly important, like maximizing your value as a man. The more you control those urges, the more powerful as an individual you're going to become. I've been on semen retention, like I talk about it a lot on my channel. We're going on 3 months. We're about to end February. We're going on 3 months. No looking at adult film content, no splurging, no touching, well, looking, obviously, because, you know, women are outside. But nothing that churns the reproductive system to do what it does, right? Just for lack of a better phrase. And I've been feeling great. That's the only reason I started learning Russian 2 weeks ago. This is where we're at. Как дела? Я поднимаю вес. I lift weight. So we know some Russian. I'm telling you, this is after just this is the end of the 2 weeks. This is what I know in Russian already. Who knows? I attribute all of this to semen retention, and if you guys go on the same practice as well, I don't know if you'll have the same benefits, but you will have similar benefits, right? That works to you and your brain and your mental proclivities and aptitudes and whatnot. Number 4, which is very, very important in maximizing your value as a man, is learning how to walk away. I don't know if a lot of us males understand this viscerally, right? Emotionally, internally, deeply, which coincides with viscerally. I think a lot of us don't understand how to walk away from matters. I think a lot of us are very, very prideful. That pride is exacerbated and increased a millionfold because of lack of sexual discipline. Learn how to let stuff go. I'm in a city, New York City. We get mean looks all the time. We get brushed every single time. Maybe intimidated, right? Directly or indirectly. Many, many times. You know, I'm old now, but I learned to let some stuff go, let everything go. I'm not saying you're a pushover. You stand your ground if your ground is directly threatened. Sure. I'm saying that there are some issues that a lot of people come into contact with, which is natural being in a densely populated city. They allow their pride and ego to get the best of them, and then 5 minutes later, they're in the back of a police car going to, the clink, or they're hurt badly, and they have an injury that they have to sustain for the rest of their lives, only because they got to prove to themselves that they're not soft, learn how to walk away. And then also, that's not even in regards to intimidating and physical situations, also with relationships. Sometimes a lot of us men, we accept things that are not very, very conducive to our growth, to our evolution. I was like, what kind of, what word is that? Development, our ascension. For example, arbitrary example, we're looking for a girlfriend. There's a girl that talks to us. They're not maybe looking for a relationship, but we accept it because we've been lonely for so long. And I guess we want to prove to ourselves that we still got it, right? And then we accept these situations in our lives, in our midst, and then we're losing our morals, losing our standards as we submit to a relationship that we did not even want in the first place. A relationship in this sense, which is just on a purely sexual basis. A lot of men do this. We have to learn how to walk away. A lot of us, we're good enough. We're solid. You can't be that bad. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to walk away from situations that are not conducive to your personal growth. That's one of the main things that us men should do to maximize our value. And I think that's generally a unisex sort of advice anyway, right? I think women could practice this too. You know, let's go over the last final thing. Groom yourselves. Groom yourselves. A lot of us, we're not brushing our teeth. A lot of us, we're not clipping our nails. A lot of us are not cutting our hair. I know a lot of us are like sort of antiquated in this belief, like if I cut my hair, I'm falling towards some sort of European beauty standard that sort of sacrifices my beliefs in myself, my strength of belief in myself. Don't think about it like that. Everyone could groom themselves. If you want to keep your locks long, keep your locks long. If you want to keep long hair, for the people that are from like the Scandinavian countries, keep your long hair, but at least groom yourselves. Make yourselves look good, have good fragrances on. Not necessarily douse yourselves in these colognes and everything, but make sure you smell good, you look good, you're appealing. Every time you walk out, it's almost as if you're a personal LLC, right? Personal corporation. You are representing yourself and showcasing and broadcasting yourself to the individuals of this world, right? They're not necessarily holding themselves to that standard, but you know you're holding yourself to an important standard. You don't compare yourself with others. You're making sure that you're groomed, your teeth are cleaned and flossed. You're doing your semi-annual cleanings. You're doing your annual checkup at the doctors, making sure that your blood work is good. How's your blood cholesterol, your high blood pressure, any thyroid, any of that stuff, weekly fasts and whatnot, all that stuff. This all should be included. No mamas. You follow these 5 things, I'm telling you, you're gonna maximize your value as a man tenfold, exponentially. So with that being said, that is all I have to say about the maximization of our value as males. If you guys enjoy that kind of content, like, comment, subscribe, share the video with some peers. Listen, don't let this place get you down. The world just is. You know, the world is just what it is. Learn your aptitudes, learn your behaviors. And if they are objectively not the best behaviors, try to change them. I'm telling you, I've been doing that for 33 years and I feel great now. Stay radiant. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Woo!